Welcome back to another episode of SmackDown, and we are opening the show with a tag match because the tag championships are on the line. Heavy Machinery are challenging for the tag belts, going up against the New Day. They earned their contendership a couple of weeks back. However, they haven't been very successful aside from that, so we'll see how they go tonight. One last chance for Heavy Machinery. And now, the champions, their opponents. They beat the War Raiders just before SummerSlam. The New Day. So, it was announced earlier on Twitter, a Twitter promo was posted, that later on tonight, Shayna Baszler will be cashing in her briefcase. However, Paul Heyman has a couple of plans for Ronda before the main event later on tonight. So we're going to see how well that goes. But for now, some tag action. So just to recap, Heavy Machinery put on a magical match with Gallus a few weeks back to earn themselves a contendership. Oh god, you can hear Xavier at ringside there with that pissing trombone as Big E and Otis duke it out. Two very, very large men, but Big E not wanting to lose those championships just yet. They've had a very short reign so far, not many defences because the tag divisions got completely shaken up. I can announce that there are going to be some very, very mashed up tag teams over the next few weeks that we might end up seeing, and we might end up seeing one of those teams at Elimination Chamber if Heavy Machinery doesn't pick up the win here tonight, because the men's tag belts for SmackDown will be on the Chamber card, as well as the Raw men's tag team. So the women's tag belts not going to be on the card. They're also going to be featured on NXT, which I have mentioned previous. God, short arm clothesline there by Big E. Oh my god, a big slap. Slaps over and over again by Big E, who has not let Otis get barely any offense in. Look at the humiliating slaps, showing who the better big man is. Sending Otis Dozovich over the top rope. Otis has performed poorly. Heavy Machinery have been off their game back and forth, and a lot of people were saying that their match against Gallus and their win over Gallus was a fluke, and Paul Heyman might realise that at the end of this match, depending on the outcome. But Big E, again, lifting Dozovich. Powerbomb by Big E. Getting all fired up to the tune of that trombone. And now Dozovich is in the corner of the New Day. Big E taking those straps down as they set up for the up, down, down, and they hit it. This could be a very, very easy win. Tucker tries to get in. Oh my god, and Otis kicks out at 2 from the up, down, down. That would have been close to a squash match if Otis Dozovich hadn't kicked out there. As now the New Day back in full control of this match. Kofi Kingston and Otis battling it out. Not really battling it out, more... Oh my god, well they might start battling now. It was just a one-sided assault. Otis was looking for the tag, but Tucker wasn't there. Was forced to roll out after getting attacked by Big E. Kofi Kingston, quick kick out. And now Kofi Kingston setting up for the Trouble in Paradise. And if Tucker can get into the ring, that he might be able to break this up. 2. There's a free New Day with a really easy win, and that is not going to be good for Heavy Machinery moving forward. And now for some more championship action. We've got 3 championship matches here tonight. We've already had the tag. We're going to have the women's later on tonight when Shayna Baszler cashes in that briefcase. And now we've got current Mr. SmackDown Money in the Bank, Matt Riddle. We've not seen him since SummerSlam, been wrestling on the indie scene. He's not brought his briefcase with him because he's challenging for a belt, and that is the TV title. It's going to be a triple threat. And one of the men in that triple threat, the other contender here, Mustafa Ali, who recently lost his Cruiserweight Championship, which he won at SummerSlam, against Lio Rush over in NXT during the tournament. He was eliminated from the first round, and now he's here on SmackDown. And now, the TV champion, can he make it past 2 weeks? The 2-week mark that most people lose it at. I guess 3 weeks, technically. He's not out here with Sheamus. Sheamus currently out with an injury from last season still. But Cesaro is here representing the bar alone as TV champion. So it's very clear that the TV title division, if there is a division, is a pure example of all the talent that is actually signed to SmackDown Live that we could see on the shows or on NXT. Talent like Cesaro, Matt Riddle, Mustafa Ali. Oh my god, a sleeper slam. We know that Matt Riddle and Cesaro both have undeniable feats of strength as they duke it out now. Each man trying to get punches and shots in. Mustafa letting Cesaro and Matt Riddle fight it out. I'm sure that's a dream match for some people. Mustafa Ali dodging the super kick there from Cesaro. Arm drag. Cesaro dodges the forearm but receives a kick to the gut instead. Oh my god, he's got him in position. He could be going for an early Swiss 1-9. And he does. Matt Riddle there, watching, but clubs Cesaro right across the jaw. And now Matt Riddle and Mustafa Ali, another possible dream match that we might end up seeing one-on-one in the future for something. So as previously mentioned, Matt Riddle is actually Mr. Money in the Bank for SmackDown Live. He won it at SummerSlam, but he's not been seen since. Paul Heyman wants to make a change of that. He'd like to see his Mr. Money in the Bank around a little bit more and build him up a little bit. We don't know whether or not, when it comes to Survivor Series, we don't know whether the Raw Money in the Bank briefcase holder and the SmackDown briefcase holder will fight it off. Obviously for the women that won't happen. Ruby Riott and Shayna Baszler, couldn't say her name. As Cesaro and Matt Riddle now get their hands on each other again, but both using technical prowess to get away from each other. A big slap to the chest of Cesaro, but he doesn't go fully down, not like you'd expect. Instead, Matt Riddle throws him out of the ring in a very disrespectful way, and now targets Mustafa Ali again. Oh my god, another sleeper slam. The same one that he did to Ali earlier in the match. Went for a spinning forearm to Mustafa Ali. Deflects Ali's attempt at a Hurricanrana, and then just a big boot, a disrespectful big boot, taking down Mustafa. As now Matt Riddle and Cesaro go purely one-on-one. Oh my god, lifting up Matt Riddle into a butterfly facebuster position, but throws him onto his back, turning it into a suplex. I don't think I'm the only one that would actually like to see a singles match between the two of these. As Cesaro gets all fired up, we don't know whether we'll see one of these men at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. We know that there's going to be... Oh god. Mustafa Ali dodging that attack there. We know that there's going to be a WWE Championship Elimination Chamber with a qualifier later tonight. I believe it might be up next. And there's also going to be a Women's Chamber match, but obviously we don't know who's going to be in it just yet, because we don't even know who the champion will be going into that match. It could be either Ronda Rousey or Shayna Baszler. As Cesaro looked to take control, instead he took flight, almost landed in somebody's lap in the front row, as Matt Riddle just throws him out of the ring there. And now goes after Ali, who just took a beating from Cesaro, but quick kick out there, he's had time to recover. Clothesline there to Matt Riddle, send him out of the ring. Mustafa Ali now looking to take advantage of a slightly distracted Cesaro. He might actually manage to do so there. There's an inverted DDT. Looking to go to the top rope, maybe to finish this, but Cesaro with a kip up, booing down Mustafa Ali, and now, what is Cesaro looking for here? Off the top turnbuckle. Oh my god, he's hooking both of the arms. Oh my god, there's the butterfly suplex, the same one he had done to Riddle earlier. Spinning back fist by Riddle. Oh my god, Riddle distracted a little bit there by Mustafa somehow stirring. Neutralizer to Riddle. Oh my god, Mustafa sidestepping the dropkick. And then reversing Cesaro's offense. If Mustafa can pin Riddle, he's the champ. 1, 2. That's it. Mustafa's the champion. And now, as previously mentioned, we've got a qualifier for the WWE Championship Chamber match. Paul Heyman has chosen Elias, and when announcing this match online, he made it very clear that Elias would have a task on his hands here tonight for his debacle at Hell in a Cell. So we're going to see who his opponent is. And a big, big return. Former hardcore champion, Bray Wyatt. Could be going to the Elimination Chamber if he can take out Elias. And I don't think Bray Wyatt's worried. I think Elias might be. So Bray Wyatt returns to face Elias for an opportunity to go to Elimination Chamber to challenge for the WWE Championship. Big, big stakes, high stakes, big stakes, high stakes, hefty stakes, and big match feel a little bit actually, which you get quite often on SmackDown because of how many big names there actually are on the brand. But Paul Heyman's made it very, very clear that we are going to be seeing new faces in title contendership. For example, Bray Wyatt could be one of those men. So we're not going to see the exact same 5 or 6 men that we saw at Hell in a Cell. That's for certain. Some of them aren't even getting opportunities again. Elias, though, with a Bulldog reversal, might actually be able to get some offense in now against Bray Wyatt. This new reincarnated version of Bray Wyatt certainly come out looking like some kind of horror movie villain. We'll see whether his actions can follow that up. So far, he was dominant up until that Bulldog reversal that Elias managed to pick up. And now Elias might be getting a little bit cocky. Might be getting a little bit too cocky for his own good. We'll see where it gets him. Going for a pinfall. Quick kick out there. Don't think anybody's surprised about that one. And there it is. There's the arrogance. Walk with Elias. And now trying to rip the mask from Bray Wyatt's face. I'm sure he won't be the first person to try and use that tactic against Bray Wyatt. He's not mentioned why he wears the mask. But we do know that he likes to forget that he's Bray Wyatt. He prefers to be called The Fiend. But unfortunately, we've not signed the proper paperwork to change his name. So Bray Wyatt it is for now. As the two brawl on the outside here. Things could get very, very brutal. Bray Wyatt with that hardcore division knowledge from last year. As he sends Elias bouncing off the hood of that table. And now back into the ring. There's Elias with a low blow. And Bray Wyatt goes to the Elimination Chamber. So this is usually the point where we would go to the main event. But as mentioned, Paul Heyman's got somewhat of a surprise for Ronda Rousey, I guess, which it didn't go well for her last time. He said that he's got something planned, and she should go down to the ring and await his command, I guess. All she knows is that she's got a match. She's assuming it's against Shayna Baszler, cashing in her briefcase. I guess we're going to find out. One thing's for sure, Ronda Rousey, between whatever this match is and her match with Baszler, Paul Heyman is going to let her have an ad break to recuperate. So, obviously, very nice of him. Now, what isn't very nice of him is the use of the women's tag division. Here come Samoan Slaughter, and this can only mean one thing. Samoan Slaughter versus Ronda Rousey, before Ronda Rousey versus Baszler. So it doesn't even end there. Even if Ronda Rousey somehow manages to take out both members of Samoan Slaughter, she still has to then go to the Elimination Chamber and defend her championship there in 3 weeks' time. She takes down Tamina, but Nia Jax, the numbers game, quickly factoring in here. Either one of these women would benefit from pinning Ronda Rousey, but I don't even know if they've had orders to pin her. Maybe they just want to beat her down. And evidently, I was proven wrong. They do want to beat her. They are Raw superstars, however, so that will be very, very interesting to see what could happen over on the red brand if Nia Jax and Tamina do manage to actually pin the SmackDown champion. And now this mauling has sprawled to the outside. Oh my god, arm toss there. Disposing of Tamina. This might be a very, very good tactic by Ronda Rousey. Try and separate the two of these women. Rana to both of them. As Ronda Rousey actually manages to take control, it would be godlike if Ronda Rousey could dispatch Samoan Slaughter and Shayna Baszler in the same night. Oh my god, trying to get away from Tamina, who catches her in the corner as both of these women show off. I don't know what they've been promised by Paul Heyman. Maybe a tag team #1 contendership, I don't know. As far as we know, the Horsewomen are going to be using their rematch clause. As Ronda with the elevated DDT. And now her and Tamina. Oh, big boo. Her bout with Tamina there did not last very long. Now, Tamina has faced Ronda Rousey one-on-one. It wasn't what Tamina had in mind. But Tamina has shown that she's a lot more effective in tag action, as Ronda is just thrown around the ring like a rag doll. Ooh, fucking hell. Ronda just charged at Tamina, who just took none of Ronda's bullshit there. Just slamming her head against the floor. There's a leg drop there by Nia. Tamina going for the pin. But Ronda kicking out again. And now the kicks were raining down. Arm drag. Clothesline into the corner there. And Nia picking her up. Oh my god. But Ronda, with Herculean strength, kicking out of that massive front slam. And now it's Tamina's turn. Batting Ronda Rousey back and forth between both of the team members. Ronda looked like she was about to get back on top of things, but malfunction at the junction. Ronda dodged Tamina's kick and Tamina collided with Nia. I don't think there's any sort of mutiny going on between the teammates, but it certainly got a shake them up a little bit, at least in Ronda's favour. Oh no. Snake eyes onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And now Ronda still fighting back. Tamina knocked down there by an eager Nia Jax. And now kick to the gut. She could be looking to end this with Tamina looking over at Nia. Can she make Tamina tap before Nia can get over to her? Oh, she's not able to. Nia straight back on the offense. But Ronda with a reversal. I don't know how she's managing to do this. Beckoning Nia to get up. As she takes Nia down, and now the open palm strikes. With the armbar locked in. She might actually be able to dismantle this tag team, but no. Nia managing to wiggle free. As both teammates are now stood up. This is not going to bode well for Ronda. Elevated DDT. Kick to the gut of Tamina. There's a Hurricanrana. And now, looking back at Nia Jax, looking to do this again. Ooh, instead taking Nia down. Tamina stirring there. Oh my god, takedown on Tamina this time. Open palm strikes. She's got to move quicker than that. As Nia breaks it up. A valiant effort there by Ronda Rousey, but a valiant effort is not good enough unless it picks you up the pinfall or the submission victory. Managing to fight off Nia Jax. Straight into Tamina with a DDT, but quick kick out there by Ronda, who kips up full of adrenaline. Clothesline, clothesline. Leaping clothesline. Oh my god, a punch to Nia. Oh my god, that Herculean strength again. And now beckoning Tamina to get up. This is incredible. Will she have the stamina to take out Shayna Baszler, throwing Tamina onto Nia, but Nia's getting back up. Big mistake there by Rousey. Ooh, who gets completely flattened. It's going to get her a 5-minute ad break at the end of this match. Is not going to be enough to recover from this. I'll be very surprised if it is. Jawbreaker there. Oh my god, dodging the roundhouse kick. As both of these women duking it out. And now Ronda turning her attention to Tamina with a roundhouse kick. Nia on the apron there. Snapmare back into the ring. What in the world does Ronda have to do to keep these women down? What do these women have to do to keep Ronda down? Oh, backbreaker by Tamina, who manages to bring this back. I think a lot of people might have just been expecting a normal beatdown from this match. It did start off as that, as now Tamina looking to set up for the Superfly Splash. Oh my god! Nia went for a pinfall. These women had different ideas about where this match was going. Oh my god. Powerbomb. And now again. Tamina. Oh my god, malfunction at the junction there. Tamina hit the Superfly Splash on the back of Nia Jax. I don't know if that was some kind of intended tag team maneuver, but it didn't end well. Whatever the hell it was. And now that tackle, the open palm strikes again. Nia Jax in the corner there, just receiving a knee from Ronda Rousey, who could be looking to finish this. More open palm strikes. Maybe trying to even draw blood. As she makes Tamina tap, she's beaten Samoan Slaughter 2-on-1, but now she's got Baszler. So here we go, main event time. And Shayna Baszler cashing in her briefcase. We've had a break, roughly 5 to 10 minute break between the matches. There's the briefcase. One more match, that's all she wants against Ronda Rousey to finish this. Both of these women may end up being in the chamber match if Baszler can actually win and Rousey uses a rematch. There we go. Cashing in the briefcase. Ronda headed to the back to get some water. Wipe herself down from all the sweat. Time to don the jacket and head back out here. After a very, very dominant performance against Samoan Slaughter, it would be inhuman if she manages to win here against Shayna Baszler. And Baszler climbing out the ring now. This rivalry has become personal between these two women. No longer just business. As Baszler with the onslaught, knowing that Rousey's already been through a lot. These two women, Rousey just threw the title down. This is past that championship. Shayna Baszler is carrying it to the ring. Oh, but Rousey with a quick jab. Catching Baszler off guard. Referee going to dispose of that championship now. As Baszler manages to grab the ankle of Rousey. Trying to maybe keep her grounded. Not quite sure. There's a knee to the gut though. That gut that's taken a lot of punishment tonight. Ronda Rousey hasn't been diagnosed with any sort of injury. As the barrage of attacks from Baszler rains down on her. It's going to be interesting to see whether the horsewomen come down here to help Baszler out. I would have thought that Baszler would have complete control over Rousey, but that recuperation time clearly benefited her. Backstage in Gorilla. Knee to the face of Baszler, who was very, very offensive on the beginning of this match, but Rousey has managed to come out on top here. It's worth noting that Baszler has never pinned or submitted Ronda Rousey before. I don't believe she's ever done it in tag action, and she's never ever done it one-on-one or any other kind of match. So this is definitely Shayna's time to prove herself against Rousey, who's become a dominant force in the SmackDown Women's division, holding that belt since the beginning of the season. What in the world is Baszler doing now? She seems to be... oh my god. Lifting her up. Oh god, Kirifuda facebuster. She's not satisfied with what she did there, but the referee disposing of that belt, I think he saw what she was planning to do, looking to injure Ronda Rousey. But she's going to have to do this the good old-fashioned way. That's one Kirifuda facebuster for Ronda. And Ronda's not moving. Ronda is not moving. And now Rousey with a clothesline, followed by another one. We saw this earlier. Oh my god, Baszler moved out the way. Ronda moved out the way. These two women know each other. Almost like the back of their hands. Oh my god, enziguri to the arm. It's usually Ronda that works on the arms. And Baszler that goes after the head. It seems like they've briefly reversed their roles. Oh my god. Ronda just hasn't got the energy to lift up Baszler. After everything she's been through, she hasn't got the energy. What could this mean for the rest of the match as Baszler beckons her to get up? Kick to the gut, and now more impact on the gut and the head of Ronda Rousey as she gets thrown around with gut-wrench suplexes. And now Rousey could be setting up to finish this. There's the tackle. This is what she took out Shayna with at the pay-per-view. The armbar. Can Shayna break out of it? She has. She's learnt her lesson, managing to wriggle out. It looks like Shayna was trying to cause a distraction there for the referee, but it backfired, and Rousey took advantage of that plan backfiring. And now Baszler with the elbow shot. Oh my god, and then just arm dragged. The elbow shot did not affect Rousey at all, or her ability to throw an arm drag. Baszler now preying on Rousey again, looking to finish this, but Rousey with a spurt of momentum there. Baszler just kicking her legs from beneath her, and now kick to the gut, centre of the ring. Could be going for another face buster. No, she's dropped down. Kirifuda driver. If she could make Rousey tap out, that would be a bigger feat than pinning her. She has. The first person to make Ronda Rousey tap out is Shayna Baszler.